welcome to Critical Tumblr, where a bunch of longtime friends and nerdy-ass Tumblr users transcend geography through the power of Skype to play Dungeons & Dragons, and critically fumble a lot, as we proved in our last session, which involved problems with linguistics, diplomacy, polymorph, confusion spells, and far too much in the way of bunnies.
Disadvantage is evil!
Because of Clarity, our tiefling rogue, and Hazel, our half-elf cleric, having died the previous session and briefly and been resurrected, they were under significant disadvantage to everything they did, which cost them rather dearly when, after trying to talk to the local pixie community to attempt to find the remaining surviving cultists from the pixie setting centaurs on them. They ran a bit afoul of the pixies. First there was Hazel blaming Darwin for having called the pixie that finally gave a name as Jaloy. Her real name is something close to that, but unpronounceable by humanoids. But actually, it was worse because Hazel referred to their entire species as a meep. When the venerable grandmother of the clan found out, Hazel blamed Darwin, who the venerable grandmother proceeded to turn into a bunny. Things got worse when Hazel, having missed the importance of the scroll of Sylvan language that was handed to her, didn't even look at it, made things worse, and had confusion cast on the party, which sent two of them attacking each other, two running in opposite directions, Clarity running directly into the camp containing the surviving cultists. Fuzzy things from the bag of tricks were pitched out more or less at random.
And were lifesavers.
And were lifesavers, but due to one of the cultists being smarter than the average anything, really, threw confusion at the party again and managed to escape. The other three, however, met flamey doom at the hands of significant weakness to radiant damage and natural 20 from Darwin, our human bard. So they decided that they were going to have to camp one more night because Hazel and Clarity are not at their best. Froseth stayed behind to look after Candor, the tiefling boy that they rescued from A, cultists, and B, bear trap in the previous session. And so there he is with Candor, who's sort of unbending a little bit, enough to not be hiding from Froseth behind the nearest tree. With Flitty, the blue fairy dragon, and Norman the badger. And they've gone a little while, and they finally come back with, there's blood on the side of Nora's armor. There's a bruise on Hazel's face.
Darwin looks a little worse for her. I got in a couple hits.
So, yeah, but he's been potioned since, and so have you. You've still got the blood though, because you haven't scrubbed it off yet. There's still blood on his rapier blade. He hasn't managed to wipe it entirely clean yet. And Clarity has turned up in the company of a panther.
Yep.
And this is how they walk
Named
into
Ernesto.
camp. Well, he doesn't. Froseth doesn't know that. He just knows that there's a panther walking at your heel. And Candor's sort of half behind a tree again, going, "What the?" All Froseth knows is they went to go talk to the pixies, and then everything went.
I am going to go lie down now, excuse me. And I'm just heading towards the
Lean-to.
lean-to and the last place that I fell over and proceeding to do exactly that.
Yeah, you've still got your bedroll and things laid out. I imagine Froseth said he'd keep an eye on things,
Oh yeah.
so they didn't have to pack everything up.
That's
Don't
the
mind the
best idea
question.
she's had in a while. I'm gonna go lay down too. I'm gonna go do that.
It will, however, also occur to Nora that while she does at least need to sit down, if she doesn't get that blood off her armor, it's going to rust.
Fine, I'm gonna work on getting out of the outer armor so I can actually.
Remember, the armor was made to be relatively easy to get into and out of, so
Yeah.
you're finding it a lot easier than you did with your initial suit.
Yay. I'm gonna clean this and then I'm gonna lay down, but I gotta clean this. Ugh.
Poor Froseth. Your cats are going, is anybody going to explain what the hell, man?
There were cultists and there was stupid.
Yeah, there was a lot of both.
Okay.
Sort of looks over. He looks over at Froseth and goes, "This is normal, I guess."
There are.
I'm not even sure what normal is, honestly.
The cultists went whoosh, however, so they're gone.
Yep.
Okay. Long story short, we went looking for the pixies, and we found the pixies, and Hazel offended the pixies.
Hey!
Hey, did I say anything untrue?
Mildly, actually.
Oh,
Well,
That was accidental misdirection.
no, it was not. It was
I
intentional.
panicked. I am allowed to panic.
Anyway, Hazel offended the pixies, which then ended up with us having some sort of DM. Would I have known what the spell was?
No, you'd have to ask Clarity about that. She might
There
have
was
some ideas.
sort of spell that made those two run off, and Darvin was a bunny, and I chucked the bunny, and
And then I screamed. There was lots of screaming.
a lot.
There is
And-
always a lot of screaming. Usually it's from me.
And
This
then
time it was from that one.
Clarity ended up finding the cultists for us while still under this spell. And then during the course of the fight, everybody was okay, and then we weren't okay again because that spell happened again. Clarity, you know what that was because I don't, and it was weird and I didn't like it at all.
Arcana check, please.
Alrighty.
Yes, you're still at disadvantage.
Yay!
Fun.
Still just about enough. It's a fairly early on spell in the various books you've been reading lately. Yes, you do know that is confusion. The length of time it lasted on you and the fact that it vanished when that last cultist went away. Yeah, that was just, you know exactly what that was.
So that was a confusion spell.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Arcane magic does a lot of bullshit.
Makes sense,
Wow.
given that was a really confusing experience. So, you know.
Yeah. More so than normal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was a bunny, and then I was a...
If you in your ear right now if I wasn't so tired.
Sorry,
But-
but hang on. This confusion spell, it turns people into rabbits? Why was he a
No, the
rabbit?
rabbit thing was something else.
There was another thing. That was a different spell that happened first because Hazel blamed the offense on Darvin and the pixies got mad. And
I
Darvin-
panicked.
I'm not saying anything that isn't true.
At least when you panicked, I only got turned into a bunny. When I panicked, people... Yeah, never mind.
Shush, you're not allowed to talk
Anyway,
about that.
Blood is mostly mine, actually, at least on my armor. Darvin's is mostly Darvin's. The second time this confusion spell hit us, I think I smashed him in the face with my hammer a couple of times or somewhere.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You beat the crap out of each other. I fixed it, but you beat the crap out of each other.
You fixed it?
well, potions fixed it, but they were his mother's potion. They were her
Okay,
mother's
that
potion.
I was thinking about the actual confusion spell. I was like, he didn't in the confusion spell, but yeah. Well, you fixed the aftermath, yeah, yeah. But I gotta clean this, and then I need to lay down.
Healing. I am
Sounds like
good
you
at
all
it.
need it.
Please tell me that your time has been quieter than ours.
I'm assuming it has been.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
it was basically Candor mostly spent it asking questions along the lines of what is Hearth home like, because you sound like the sanest one of the bunch of them. I can actually talk to you and have words that make sense come out.
Yeah, it's been actually really quiet here.
Good.
Yay!
So I'm just
I
sitting
am
here.
near on face down on the bedroll at this point.
Yeah, it's actually relatively easy to clean this early on in the proceedings. It's just that, you know, Jenna did say that the enamel was going to take some maintenance, and you didn't really want your own blood on
No.
on this nice
If
cream
my-
enamel.
If my armor is tarnished, it's from the blood of my enemies, not me. But
Okay,
no,
then.
yeah. So I'm cleaning it up. That was totally out of character. Cleaning it up and then gonna kind of go flop somewhere.
Clarity, Dervin,
Have you been, Candor? Good?
he's been telling me about the house where the screamy one grew up.
Oh. Well, they're good people. This is Ernesto, by the way. He's nice.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ask, cause you guys make little sense enough already. Why do you have a bag full of furry things?
I think the better question is why doesn't everyone have a bag for things?
This is
Ecological balance?
You know, a lot of big words for a 9-year-old. I'm gonna go lie down.
If Clarity passes by me on the way to falling over, I'm just gonna grab her and yank her down. Because I require hugs.
I was owned by like a warlock once, and he had a lot to say about why you don't use magic all the time. And it was all balances and things, ecological, economic, and political.
Well,
Magic
not
could
sure.
wreck the world if you used it too much.
Probably.
Politics. Blah.
Everything in moderation. That's probably a good
Well, I mean,
philosophy.
what happens if you just like made all the diamonds? Diamonds wouldn't be worth anything anymore.
That's true.
And if you had too many badgers, then they'd eat all the things that the badgers eat, and those things wouldn't exist anymore. And then they probably have to find something else to eat or die, and then the things that I don't know what eats badgers, but I'm sure something eats badgers, and that would be a problem for them. And then you'd muck up the wildlife.
That's a fair.
Yes. Though it wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I think they probably like cut off my sense of humor when I went onto the slave block. Just saying.
Well, we'll have
Maybe.
to work on that.
Maybe, but for right now, I'm just gonna. This badger is still sitting sort of in his lap. This badger just wants hugs all day.
So it's not eating all the things that badgers eat. It just wants hugs.
Yeah, but it's just one badger. I'm pretty sure one badger more or less isn't gonna hurt anything. I meant like all the badgers.
That was another vague attempt at humor, Candor.
You're probably a bit tired, but you know, I got the deed name for a reason.
Fair enough.
Shut up now.
You don't have to.
I like this one.
He's cute.
That gets you a look of. He sort of half hides behind
Hazel,
the
go
back.
to sleep.
You guys all rest. I'll keep watch.
Yeah. We don't have any salad, do we? Okay, never mind. Just wondering.
Okay.
I have made myself a cuddle pile.
Candor actually prods Norman off his lap. Stay there. I'm not gonna go far. And actually sort of hobbles off. Comes back a couple of minutes later with leafy things and actually a couple of carrots.
Oh wow!
You made this kid go forage for a joke, Darwin.
I didn't ask. I just.
You asked if anybody had any salad.
Thank
I
you.
don't. Woods do.
That's fair.
You're gonna have to chop it yourself, but there's wild lettuce, there's wild mushrooms. They're edible, I promise. There's actually a couple of wild carrots.
Wow.
He goes back down and leans behind his tree.
Okay.
Maybe it'll get the rabbit out of your system.
With any luck.
Well,
Twitch.
if he has a craving for salad from here on out, we know where it came from.
I'm gonna have to teach you to find wild salad bits if that's the case, then. And to be fair, anyone with survival could have. It just turns out this is one of the things he's learned in his travels. So yeah, it technically it is around about lunchtime. So when these guys can move, lunch would probably be an idea. And this took longer than you expected.
Yeah.
So are we going to expend hit dice? Have we been healed up to full? I mean, no, I haven't healed to full. Do we want to do short rest? You can expend hit dice, right?
You can, yes, but you were planning on, as I recall, you were planning on long resting here anyway.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm doing
I wanted
that.
I mean, you might not want. Well, you two can probably afford to go to sleep asleep because you really technically still need it. Darvin and Nora probably don't want to do the outright nap because it's really going to throw their sleep schedules off.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to be responsible.
Yeah, the rogue and cleric pile can actually sleep. You two.
I'll take one of the watches, and I guess maybe check on instruments and check on gear, and just generally make sure everything's still okay and in one piece. Clean the rapier off finally.
Yeah, you have a bit of trouble with that because some of it has actually dried, but you get Candor sort of tossing a clump of moss at you. Try that, and it works like a gentle sort of scouring
Nice.
brush.
Well, if we're only going to short rest, then I'm going to do some hit dice to try to get stuff back up. I got 3d10. So, let's see what I got.
Or
7 back. And I'm going to leave it there, I think, because I was down 9.
Yeah, I think Darvin and Clarity were okay. As far as I remember, Hazel healed Clarity for, in fact, more than she'd lost.
Yep.
And Darvin's more or less all right. So, yeah.
yeah, finally recovered from the smoke.
And of course, Froseth had the calmest day. I mean, apart from he fixed breakfast. He had the dried berries, courtesy Skylar, and has just been he probably actually explained the berries thing because he probably also got the question about. I thought dragons were meat eaters. Flitty's actually been in and out of bags that weren't the bag of holding, and does actually manage to find cookies. He
I love it.
brings one to Candor before munching on one of his own, which does get the, you eat berries and porridge and eat cookies.
We have officially confused the tiefling.
Are real dragons like that? I mean, not
No.
dragons in a bit. Have you ever met one?
Well, I guess I'm assuming no. I haven't actually met one.
Oh. You think you ever will?
Maybe. We'll see.
Cool. And you actually get a smile. But yeah, beyond that, it's relatively quiet. Although towards the end of Hazel and Clarity's nap, you do get the little pixie, the one who's given herself the name Jaloy.
That is not July, but that is great timing.
That is the ghost of Brandon.
Oh no! I forgot
Poor
about Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh, the poor pupper.
Poor doggo.
That just sort of hovers there, arms folded, looking kind of sad. Are you still wearing the helm, by the way? Can I
Sorry.
wake that one up? Hazel wakes up. It takes a few minutes because she's actually tied bits of Hazel's hair in knots. Really convoluted ones as well. We're not just talking, simple knots. We're talking proper, like, somehow it's sailor's knots. All the way up and down various bits, just where brushes are going to catch them, and then just uses her head as like a trampoline. Boing, 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 boing.
What?
And poof, Pixie lands on Bella. She folded her arms, looking at her.
I am so sorry.
We're having to move.
Oh no. This is going to sound probably really stupid and crazy, but would you maybe be willing to come with us as maybe an ambassador for your kind?
What?
I mean, we've already got fairy dragons and
Wait, what?
would you like to come with?
Okay, short version, the pixies are having to move, and Hazel has just asked Jaloy to come with us as an ambassador, giving evidence of, we've got Flitty and
I'm confused. Why?
I am too.
The pixie also looks like.
I mean, not that I mind, but why?
We're having to move because you scared us away. I want us to be friends, but if I hang around with you, I am going to be that there's a word that
Outcast?
that means they. You can't hear it.
Oh, right, sorry.
I know the word. She doesn't.
Sorry.
There's a word that means they make you go away, and never come back.
Exile. They would exile her, Hazel.
No, it has nothing to do with eggs. The words are kind of similar. So.
I look just mortified, embarrassed, like this is the lowest anyone's seen me in a long time.
point, she turns around and goes, she's not good with words in your language either, is she? So, okay, maybe I'm not understanding right. Maybe what she's saying is that instead of ambassador thing, I don't know what fish has to do with it, but that word, she sounded like it was supposed to mean someone who speaks the will of her people, and the will of my people right now is for us to not live anywhere where we're going to find you people, which is what I want, but it's what they want, and Nana and Mama and they know. Is she does that is that what she really means, or does she mean that I should do this not eggs thing and teach people not to be stupid around the pixies anymore? That means I'm right? This is gonna sound awful, I know, but what do I get out of this?
And I'm kind of motion it at all of us, and because nothing I say is going to translate for her, since that's not how the helm works.
No, but I mean, you do have
a translator.
Oh yeah, well, but you're terrible with words. What is she? You get our friendship. You get all of us. It's your choice, though.
I'm just translating this.
I'm gonna have to think about this a lot.
Yes, you should.
Because somebody needs to teach you things.
Yeah.
And thing is that you guys also sometimes seem to need like people turned into bunnies.
Yeah.
You got Candor, who doesn't really understand most of this, but looks over at Hazel, listens to the bits of it he can understand, and he's going, this one's trying to adopt another one, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use the same argument you used on me? Does that not apply to this one?
Well, this one has a family.
Well, I'm just saying that's not what you're telling her, as far as I can tell. I got the picture. I mean, he gave it back, but you know, if wow, she did a job on your hair. Yeah, no. If she really wants this one to go and live in a happy place with the berry bushes and the tree climbing kids and the fishing trips and the things, then why is she giving big words about ambassadors and things that this one clearly doesn't get? Why are you talking at her with words you don't even understand? As I said,
Because that's
he's got the name Candor for a reason.
Why?
I mean, part of Hazel's charm, Candor. That's why.
Meepiest half-elf ever.
So
like,
they're saying they
shrinking.
need to move, but I mean, there's however many acres over at the Hearth. I mean, why couldn't they move?
I don't know that
nearer.
I'm translating the
This time she flutters over to Darvin and pokes him in the nose, trusting that somebody will translate on the... Because I'm the only one of my clan that likes biggers!
She was about to say what I was trying to say when the two of you kept talking. The rest of her family doesn't like us. They don't like bigger things. They don't like elves and humans. And
Okay, sorry, just a thought.
And
Got it.
that's why.
Okay.
It's...
She sees the sheer casual on his face and just turns her back on him. Looks really sad about it, too. You see why.
Now she says she sees why her family doesn't like the biggers. You've insulted her and upset her.
I'm saying I understood.
Fine, shush, shush. I'm gonna put the forefinger on his mouth. Shush. It matters to her that this is hurting her family, and you are acting like it's not a big deal. I'm gonna take fingers down. That's how it looked.
Sorry.
You're a bard. Learn to read people, even little ones.
Well, if her family has problems with us and we're the ones who sort of drove them to go away, is there anything that we can do to apologize rather than absconding with her to...
That's why I don't...
That's why I was confused.
I'm getting the picture.
I like the idea of inviting her to come with us, Hazel, but this is her family, and asking her to leave her family isn't going to do anything to help anyone other than you. It might help the Pixies maybe eventually learn that we're not terrible, but in the short run, what it's going to look like is we kidnapped their daughter, their granddaughter, their sister, their friend. Is anybody are you translating any of this to Jaloy, or is this just...
Yeah, that's getting translated, but this is coming from an increasingly meepy and just shrinking still.
She actually sits on Hazel's shoulder at that point and tries to explain, look, I wouldn't have come to explain things to you, to yell at you a little bit, honestly. If my family was happy with me at all right now, I went and I helped you. I turned the big man with the sword into a bunny. They wanted to let you guys handle each other. At least you weren't in our place anymore. But now Biggers know where we are, so now we want to live a place that isn't with the Biggers, and they blame me. But I picked that because you helped him, points at Candor, and he needed it, so I thought maybe Biggers weren't so bad. You're not. Just a lot of you are really, really stupid.
I'm quietly translating this as she's talking.
Points of clarity. That one's not stupid. And points at Frosteth. I haven't seen that one enough to know why it doesn't look stupid. Looks at Nora. You try. But both hands. One points at Darvin. One points at Hazel. Made of stupid. Chip
I know.
tail. Front to back, side to side, 100% stupid. And you actually get flitty at that point. This is kind of why I was the one who volunteered to keep an eye on them, because they need looking out for. Because made of stupid. Yeah, Flitty speaks Sylvan. As well as
Did you know that Flitty thinks of us as pets?
Yes, I
Yes.
did.
And you didn't say anything?
It didn't seem relevant.
I'm okay with
Oh my
this.
god, we just broke Nora.
I'm okay with this.
I think we need to have a very long talk later about what's relevant and what's not. But right now, okay.
I'm okay with that. Just saying.
I'm actually looks at the scroll that Hazel's brought out. She probably hasn't unrolled it. She's just been sitting there meeping. What is it?
I'm going to help unroll it.
Yeah, spread it out. Tell her what it is, Hazel.
Well, there's you, and you, and you. And looks up at Darvin, looks back down at the page, looks back up at Darvin. They were really nice about your nose. You see,
Mom and
Hazel.
Mama had that made. I'm pointing at.
They're a
Julie
little
and
big.
Miranda.
They're little biggers. They've never seen.
Oh balls! We just lost a Dragonborn.
I didn't know you came in that many sizes. There's a lot about biggers we don't know. I'm gonna tell this, and I'm gonna see what they say.
Tell her that's your family, Hazel.
Sort of. Well, okay. This whole bunch, including them, my family.
Oh, yeah, I know, because you said that was your mom and that was your mama, and all of
Nora
these people.
told me to say it.
Just because well, my thing is just because the mothers have the portrait made doesn't necessarily mean they're all family.
No, but you understood what she said. You didn't entirely understand what is that, but you do get Jaloy sort of looking over at you and sort of going, I think we both underestimate you. I think you're maybe only 97% made of stupid. Pat. And looks a little bit shamefaced and flies around to the back and unknots the knots in her hair. I'ma go. Are you guys going to still be here later?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at the very least, I will see you before you go.
Okay.
You got carrots. Looking at Darvin now.
He's got what?
Carrots.
Oh,
Hasn't-
she's commenting on your salad, Darvin, on your carrots.
Does he want to be a bunny again? I
She
can't.
wants to know if you want to be a bunny again because she can do that.
Nope.
Oh no, I can't actually do it today.
Nope.
But
I'm good.
No, I yeah. Thank you, though.
sometimes being a bunny is fun.
She says sometimes being a bunny is actually fun. No,
Okay.
no, you're good.
Okay.
We need you human to play instruments and to hold a rapier. At least for now.
Right. Okay. Still need to work that out, but yeah. Okay.
She looks at Darvin.
I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I could possibly give to Jaloy out of the stuff that I've got that would make sense to give to her.
Trying to think what kind of a check that would be. I guess I would say either nature or arcana, whichever is higher, because it's.
Oh, they're both nada.
Oh, then pick
Pick one.
one.
Pick one and
Probably
pray.
Arcana.
And he's still at disadvantage.
Do I still have
Are they
disadvantage, or am I back to normal?
No, yeah, this isn't quite your long rest. It's just sort of a medium rest
Gotcha.
to make up.
Nap to take the edge off.
Very much.
Yeah, no, I can't find anything. That's a 1.
That does not necessarily mean you don't find anything. That just means you find entirely the wrong thing.
Why do you do this?
I'm looking for stuff. I'm not presenting it. I'm just looking.
Not yet. But remember, this is what happens when botches happen.
Mm-hmm.
Bad things happen when botches happen. You find in the midst of your things that Tully and Miranda have, for medicinal purposes, packed what appears to be some kind of whiskey. And you do have very small vials. You give her some of that, you imagine that they've never that would actually be perfect. They must have never seen this kind of thing. It's not like anybody a foot high has distilleries.
Can I cross-check to stop this idiocy?
Please do.
You can't see what she's doing. You just know she's looking in the bag for something. She hasn't explained why. And knowing Hazel. And knowing Hazel,
what are you doing in the bag?
Probably something stupid.
How about we elaborate more than that?
To be fair, that's a crit fail. You don't think it's remotely stupid. You think, I had a great idea!
Well, it's an idea, so, okay. I'm just going to explain the idea to Nora.
Okay, now you roll me an Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana?
Yes.
So you're giving giving the magic creature booze.
14.
It's not the giving the magic creature booze thing. It's the giving the tree-loving creature something that has matured in
Oak barrels.
old oak barrels for the flavorsomeness.
Let's not give
Okay.
that. Let's not, because
Yeah.
let's think about this. Tree loving people, and what do you age whiskey in? Are you familiar enough yet with the process?
Tick, tick, tick.
Actually,
Clunk.
no, you're not familiar
Okay,
enough with. You know what
whiskey-
you know what it comes in, but you don't know this
Whiskey-
matured in it.
You have to let it sit for a long time in oak barrels. Let's not give the tree loving people alcohol, especially aged alcohol.
Right.
It's a bad plan.
Immediately back in the stuff. I am just going to sit still, not look at anything. I am not moving.
Does anyone else see anything but a buffering from Antheus, by the way?
No, he said he's rebooting his modem.
Yeah, but he's back in.
Oh,
Hey!
I'm back in and I can see all you now. It's kind of going in and out with lag, but it seems to be kind of sorted.
We can see you perfectly.
Yeah, you're
you're good.
golden.
You're good. Almost literally that light coming in behind you.
The clouds
I-
part,
I-
the angels sing. Sorry.
In any case, you
Dragon born Buddha.
they've just deterred Hazel from giving a wood-loving pixie fine aged whiskey from oak casks, and she's just going, I'm gonna go talk to some people, and I might come back, I might not. Bye. Boom. You've gone. Are you actually speaking, Smeagol? Because we're not.
No. It's just I was going to say that I am scared to death that I fucked this up way worse than initially. No, I don't want to do anything for the next several more hours.
Go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep, Hazel. Go back.
tugging on Hazel. Come on.
They have a cuddle pile. They're happy.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do over the course of the evening?
Not that I can think of.
Anyone? Bueller?
Short. No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not really. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay, I will assume, therefore, that you guys take your watches.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine it's probably just going to be Darvin. Sorry, yeah, Darvin, Froseth, and Nora. Nora, roll me a perception check.
6.
Okay. It passes. Night passes. You guys wake up. You guys are feeling much better now. No, you guys really do not notice anything beyond the fact that Jaloy never did come back. Actually, all of you make me a perception check. Froseth has advantage.
Are we still at disadvantage then?
Not
or
anymore.
Since okay, yay!
5.
22.
18.
And a 20 from Darvin.
Thank you. It took me a
Wow.
minute to click back.
You didn't click again.
Hmm?
Gally?
Oh no, I didn't. I got a 6. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
you made it
nice.
again? Okay, sorry. I figured that I was keeping my 1. I apologize. 13. A little better.
Yeah, Hazel and Nora are handling breakfast. They don't entirely notice. Froseth picks it up first, and him noticing gets Darvin and Clarity's attention from off in the direction of the pixie enclave, for lack of a better word. You're pretty sure you smell smoke.
Shit.
You two don't
What?
notice.
What? You don't ever curse. What?
Smoke.
What? Yeah, there's a breakfast fire.
No. From
No.
the pixie area.
I'm gone.
and running.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
The fire is actually very localized. Literally only in those little branches. Someone has actually taken great pains to ensure that it was only the pixie homesteads that burned. And the one thing that at least 4 of you will remember, because this didn't entirely come up. You got Hazel mentioning they poofed, but one got away. But yeah, what you get is a burned pixie village.
Prestidigitation to get rid of the flames.
They've mostly burned out, to be fair. What you were smelling was the residual smoke from the smoldering.
Can we? I was going to check for any sort of survivors, but that's all too high up, isn't it?
Well, can you climb?
Can I try?
You can always try.
I'm going to try.
What would that be? Nature,
That would
athletics?
be that'd be athletics.
Ooh, crit fail. Mm-mm.
21.
Nora has forgotten about the weight of her armor. We'll spare your feelings, and she accidentally grabs one of the burned branches, and she can't feel its heat because of the gauntlet. So crack, thud, right on her back.
That did not go as planned.
Hazel is up there like a squirrel.
Zoom. Anything else for me to check? for survivors?
I'm figuring. Nope.
She's working on it.
There were essentially probably 2 or 3 people, pixies, to a house from your vantage point. From what you can tell at first, there are no survivors. But in that tree across the way, you're fairly sure you saw something's wings flicker.
Can I move in that direction to get a better look?
That's actually going to be acrobatics if you're not coming down and climbing back up.
Can I come back down and then go up again?
You can, yes.
I'm going to do that
What?
because I don't want to accidentally faceplant, because I've done that before at home. So another athletics roll.
For up. Down, I think you're okay.
4.
Oh no!
Okay, so can we all? Can I try again?
Well, to be fair,
What?
as far as you know, all you see is she
Come back down.
went up, she went down, she ran up to this tree. She was going to take a running jump at it, but she misjudged the distance, and sort of face planted into the tree because she's just
Hazel!
excited and needs a minute.
What?
Ow!
What
At
happened? What are you
which
doing?
point, Flitty's just going, "I'll go look. You stay there." And
Okay.
it's kind of strange for Frosa to be one of the ones who can't understand Flitty. So it's quite, he gives Frosa a nudge and tells him in Draconic, I still love you, but I need to talk to that one.
Yeah.
It's not fair to make you translate all the time.
I appreciate that.
Up goes the fairy dragon, leaving Hazel to explain.
Hazel, what are you doing?
Are you okay?
I think I saw someone who may have gotten out of this.
Is this
And is that what Flitty went to?
Yeah,
Okay, are you okay? How's your face?
I'm fine. I
Yeah, she didn't actually
smacked
take
into
much
harder.
damage. It was
I think I watched you take a few harder hits in training, but still, that was a tree. It doesn't.
you get from Flitty. Can someone put their hands out, please? You can't understand that.
Oh, damn it!
Okay,
doing that.
I'm not wearing the helmet anymore. I don't think. Am I? Nah. Yeah, I am because of the. Hands. I think Flitty wants somebody to catch something. Hands out was the request. I shouldn't. I've got armor on. That would hurt.
All.
Well,
I'll put my hands up.
as Flitty comes down, clutching the unconscious body of a pixie. I was actually talking to her because she's the one who heals things.
Oh,
Yep, and I've got hands out already.
Nudges Froseth all the way across, and it takes a minute because of the soot and the fact that her wings are terribly tattered, but that is Jaloy.
This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
I am going to immediately dump a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
You do know she doesn't have. I think Hazel will understand enough to know that she doesn't have. It doesn't take that much for a pixie.
they're teeny. They're teeny.
And this would be more like, if you were healing Flitty.
Ah,
I have to let my dog out while we're doing this. She's about to explode.
Nothing.
so should I just do normal Cure Wounds?
Probably, or something small that's not, going to blow a whole 2nd level health. Given that your next stop is
The thing.
Yeah, I have the cure wounds to do it. It's I'm just plonking that in so I know my rolls. It's 1d8 plus spell casting, which is 3 plus 2 more plus 1, so plus 6. That was max heal. That was
success, max heal.
8. That was I rolled an 8 plus 14 HP.
Consider her normal hit points is like 3.
That's a lot of holy energy.
Sort of. Her wings are better.
Oh, thank Pelor.
She just sort of curls up into a little ball and starts crying.
I'm going to do my best to sort of hand hug without squishing.
Yeah, they're still just mostly sobbing.
Looking around at the rest kind of helplessly.
We are so sorry.
While this is happening, I'm gonna look around for tracks.
That I believe would be survival.
$12.
There's tracks that aren't your guys' tracks in and around the area, but you can't spot an entry point or an exit vector. It looks like, I mean, you know about spells that can pop you in from someplace else and pop you out the same way. And plane shift, dimension door, teleport, there's a wide variety of ways. And given how you saw how that guy got away from you, from what you can tell from this, he popped in, set a couple of really localized fires, and then just left again.
Why just them?
I don't know.
Candor, who's followed along behind, just goes, because he's only one person and he's not big enough to handle the centaurs you talked about.
But going after the centaurs makes sense. The pixie, I don't know.
Well, now the pixies can't help him anymore.
Yeah.
There is that.
And apparently they have a thing about not liking non-humans.
Okay, so you said that the fire is obviously long been out. This is not a recent extinguishing.
It was as far as you can tell, it was probably overnight, probably around the time you had watch.
Okay. I missed it. I don't know how, but I missed it.
Because we were worried about something coming after us we weren't thinking about.
You get Jaloy sort of drying her eyes and going, I know you guys had a thing, so, I mean, you were helping the little guy, the blue boy with the horns, the not bear. I can stay with the not bear for a bit.
You can stay with him, yeah.
And you do the thing that you need to do, because, if he gets stomped by centaurs, the bad man, then he deserves it. And then it just sort of perches on Candor's shoulder and sort of. Yes, by this point, Ernesto and Norman have retired. Ernesto protests.
No,
Does
I
anybody
don't want to
have
go.
dads or that we need
Still
to worry
things
about?
to say.
I was about to say. Right then.
Is there anything else we can do here?
Hazel saw no other survivors.
Oh. I hope she knows that she can stay with us or stay with at Hearthhome. If she wants.
I'm just going to translate that because I know I am the worst at words.
Well, I know that is the thing now, and I don't think you're going to take it back. But I thought we were just going to pack up our houses and go someplace else.
And I'm translating what she's saying.
But you guys have things to do, and I'm real small, and I don't have anything to pack. So, can we just go?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just.
Back to
Thinks about it for a moment, and then goes and hides in Hazel's hair.
So, back to the campsite with us.
Yep.
I mean, failing, but there's breakfast and there's, packing up. Beyond that, is there anything else you guys felt you needed to do?
Not a thing. Just I'm getting my stuff together as I should. Letting Jaloy do whatever she wants.
Basically, it's still hiding in her hair.
I'm having cat problems.
Although you do get Flitty sort of prodding her, and after a little bit of discussion, you actually get Pixie riding Fairy Dragon as a mount. like a WoW flying mount. Just
I love it.
Oh my god.
You hear this sort of sad but reluctant little giggle as Flitty goes zooming past with Deloy. No, for flying. So
Yeah, Fairy Dragon wings.
yeah, okay. As it was going to be an uneventful rest of the trip to the chasm anyway, we'll take our break now and let Lindira get her cat under control, and Gally.
You try to get that cat under control.
No. That's why I'm giving you the next 5 minutes.
To sort
Lindira does not have cat problems. The cat has people problems.
It's true.
You are where the cat wants to be. That's your fault, not it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that I saw that cat. That cat wants attention. We'll let you lavish undivided attention on the cat for the next 5 minutes, and Gally can check to make sure that the kids
are okay.
haven't.
Yes.
And we will be back in 5 to actually take on the chasm. Okay, the Cupcake Coterie has finally. You'll have to excuse the. Currently, what we have is fog of war, so you can't see what is up with the map yet. I started doing this the other week with because somebody decided to use OOC knowledge
Not
ideally.
intentionally.
Not intentionally. I am aware. I'm just saying that this is how I learned how to do this. So I'm just gonna tweak the map around a little so I can make appropriate changes. Okay, so I think that worked. And again, maybe it didn't. Okay, what are you guys seeing right now?
Black.
Black space.
Nothing.
Okay, right. So I think I know what I need to do then. Map and background. There we go.
My God, it's full of stars.
Oh, come on. This should be easier than this. No, that's just moving it. Oh, crap. Okay. In any case, we can at least start discussing the various bits and pieces. As previously stated, actually, no, I'm probably just going to have to switch it off.
Well, there's an icon that looks like an eye, and then you click it, and then you drag a box and around the area you want to reveal.
It's the eye box. That's right. Okay, thank you. I'd forgotten that. Oh, it's still enabled anyway, so, right.
Bloody roll 20 and it's bloody confusing setups.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember now. Okay, there we go. Okay, it went yellow, so
I've still got nothing but black.
yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
Okay, I didn't know if you.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
heard,
I see.
I heard you say it went yellow, so I didn't know if that was
I think.
our cue that we were supposed to have seen.
No, that
something.
was that was me, but I
That
could
works.
see that. Okay, there we go. It's a good 6 or 7 hour walk. So I mean, you've eaten breakfast. You've had your hike. You've probably had lunch on the march, as it were. And you've had Flitty trying to entertain the grieving pixie you have with you. And eventually you reach the Cliffs of White Hope, which, for those of you who haven't seen it, mostly Darvin and Clarity, I mean, you're at the top of them at the moment, but if you come to essentially a much less verdant patch of earth, and about a half a mile ahead of you there's this gorge, and on the other side, a little bit higher up, probably a little bit, I'd say 50-60 feet, this is the other side of the gorge. You see these white chalk cliffs. You can find the pathway pretty easily. This is starting to feel
That's what I was trying
familiar. It's starting to feel familiar from when you were doing the scrying now. But for those of you who haven't seen it, this is an impressive sort of a sight. I mean, once you get to the edge of the cliff, when Nora's leading you to the pathway down, it's a long way down. It's several hundred feet to the. You've been going on a fair. If you had actually, first, that's the only one who knows this because he's the only one who walked that way. There's a slow upgrade coming up to here, because down that couple hundred feet, that's the river that you guys came into Star Coast on, and came up to Hearthhome on as well.
I would recommend not looking down if you don't like heights. Just
already looking down.
Stop that. Stick close, and you'll be fine. Stay close.
That is a big. That a big.
Hazel, focus on me. Focus on me, not on that. You'll be fine. You'll be good.
Yeah, okay.
Thankfully, because this was meant to be visited by less physically able elderly people, the path down it's wide enough to switch back so it's not too steep and you're not likely to fall off. When you get there, what you see is two statues of sphinxes, actually reared up, wings spread so they form an arch over the door. This is huge, carved into the white stone, and between them is this set of very pale iron doors.
Okay.
The symbol of Pelor is inlaid in them in gold.
Okay.
It's all yours, Nora.
Wow.
Is there anything else on the door? Writing
No,
on and around it?
This is just the shrine in.
Okay. So we can just go in with the problem. All right.
You can just go in at
All right.
this
So,
point.
we're gonna go in.
The doors actually they don't seem as heavy as something that thick should be, but again, they're supposed to be used by the more venerable clerics and scholars. And once you get in, what you see is more statues of sphinxes. There's torches in sconces on the walls. There's actually two smaller shrines, one on either side of the door at the edge of the sort of prayer benches. One is to Pelor, the other is to Nerul.
All right.
In the central space,
Right.
there's also, it seems like people have been working there. There's a couple of stacks of books lying around. There's some desks that are, they're more sort of portable lap desks than anything else. And there's about 4 people in this sort of large-ish shrine space. Not a one of them is under 60. 2 of them are human. One is a half-elf. The last one is a dwarf.
Okay.
To be fair, that's a little odd for Nora. She's never seen a dwarven cleric before.
Okay.
Hazel probably just accepts this because she's seen basically everything.
Hello.
They all look at you when you
Hi.
come in. They look at the odd assemblage with you. Hello? Pelor's light be with you. Can we help you?
I was sent to find the beacon.
They give each other some fairly significant looks. And you're prepared for this.
I'm hoping that if I'm not, you can tell me where I'm lacking. My assumption is that I'm prepared from what I have learned, what I know. I
You will
did
not
some
know.
study.
You will not know if you are prepared until you've tried.
Well,
And
even if you're asking,
I can't
if-
guarantee that you'll be able to be asked. You'll be able to ask if you're not.
well, if you're asking if I'm prepared to try, then yes.
And I suppose time will tell for the rest. And
Isn't it always?
these are your companions?
Yes.
Could we have names for you all?
Hazel, Hearthheart.
There's looks of that one. The dwarven cleric makes a note.
I I'm Clarity Meloreth.
They give you a nod and actually a smile as they make the notes.
Darvin Taylor. Leave it at that.
Oh, I'm Froseth.
And
the dwarf actually looks up at Froseth, his long assessing glance. Clan Rhyme Hook, yeah? That is the other word on that pendant of yours.
Yeah. So I'm told?
Trust me, you are. And actually, if you look, notes you down as Froseth of Rhyme Hook. Apparently, that's how. That is the more formal address for Dragonborn. So you've learned something new.
And I'm Nora Bailey.
The dwarf gives a nod. Pass or fail, we will enter your names in the records. We haven't had a try for this in quite some time. The two humans step over to the doors here. And why is it not clicking? Screw it. Anyway, they open the doors, and all you can see at first is sort of empty space and dark.
And there's nothing else that I can see. No, I can't. Can I hear anything?
Nope. You know nothing until you go in and look.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go in.
Okay. So that means.
And while you're fiddling with the map, I need 2 seconds. My kids are winding up my dog.
Okay. Okay, how do I unclick the, Oh, I see. Right, okay, select and move. Great.
Didn't know it was a wind-up dog.
Oi!
Okay, there we go. The map is a little bit large, so it requires a certain amount of moving. So the dwarf sort of taps Froseth, sort of in the small of the back, is about as far as he can reach. Pulls a torch sconce out of one of the sconces on the walls and hands it to him.
I'll take the torch and hold it up.
So you have a light source. You going in?
Yep.
Yes.
Making sure that those who aren't coming with us immediately are squared up first before I go anywhere.
Same here.
Okay. What you end up seeing is it's sort of a rough cave space, except the flooring is done in a sort of white gold in symbols that resemble the ones in Nora's primer on Celestial. At the other end, there's just the light from those couple of torches there, and a shut door.
Okay. Can I read, or at least an approximation of what the floor says?
It appears to be random letters on the floors.
Okay.
Make me an investigation check. All of you. Nora and Hazel have advantage.
Oh boy.
22.
17.
Investigation.
7.
Yes.
With advantage.
16.
Surprisingly, of all of them,
Clarity is the one who gets it.
Clarity is the one who looks at this, looks at the walls, because those are written in common, and it seems to be it's faint, so it's her dark vision that really gives it to her. It's the tale of it's the creation myth on the wall. Some of it's pictures and some of it's words, but it's the story of how the earth, how their earth, how Elon was created.
Okay.
She also notices that there's a gap in it, that it's very, very faint. It's like it's been washed away by more time than any of the rest of it. It seems to talk about another god that stepped forward at the same time as the others. But the myth is still as you know it.
So I expressed this to everybody.
Missing God?
I don't remember anything about that. That's new. And these letters, they don't make sense. They're a there aren't any words I can discern. It's just letters. And they aren't even in any sort of order.
Maybe it's a code?
That's gotta be, but I don't know what or how. It has to be a code. Is there anything else? Okay, so missing God, creation myth, random letters on a floor. Can we? Can we tell? Is the plate in the middle? Is it? Can we turn it? Is it pressure sensitive? Is there anything like that we can figure out about it?
You're gonna have to make me another investigation check for that.
Okay. And I'm gonna take the advantage off because now it's just normal. Investigation welfare. 5. Yeah.
Okay.
I never roll well. You know this. Dice hate
Okay.
me.
You.
All right.
You. Wait.
Yeah.
Because the only way to actually tell you try to turn it, it doesn't turn. You determine whether it's pressure sensitive by putting pressure on one bit. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, motherfucker. Really? Okay. 8.
Oh.
I told you, I never roll well.
That is 5 piercing damage as a spike goes through your foot.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, you guys can actually hear scrunch as it hits the bottom parts of her armor.
Oh, that didn't sound good.
It did not feel good.
So clearly it is pressure sensitive, but if you step on the wrong ones in the wrong order,
Okay.
You get spiked.
Is it? And it's just letters, Thess. It's not letters that are tied to like. It's not like alpha beta where it's clearly a alphanumeric.
They seem to be in random order.
Okay.
But they do repeat. It's not just the alphabet.
They repeat. Okay.
So what are we looking at?
Yeah, what are the letters? Or am I allowed to ask that?
To be
I was
fair,
asking
it's
Nora.
a little bit difficult to actually explain.
I don't know yet.
Make me a straight intelligence check.
After saving throw. Where'd it go? There it is. 13.
Have you ever played Boggle?
Yeah. That's why I'm asking if I knew what the letters were. Okay. All right.
Clearly, okay, with that rule, clearly, if you want to get past here, thinking about it,
Yeah.
you shall speak in the tongues of angels. Clearly, speaking was a bit euphemistic.
Yeah.
You have to spell out a word.
Yeah, which is why I'm asking what the letters are. If I don't know what the letters are, how do I know what I might be spelling? That's where I
Celestial.
was.
Yes, I don't speak Celestial. With that intelligence roll, you can't say for sure whether it's, given the creation myth on the wall, it's probably the name of a god.
Right.
You can't be sure of which one.
Can I take out the primer that she
You're not
gave
allowed
me?
to touch it.
Huh?
I didn't give you a primer. You weren't allowed to
Didn't
touch it. No.
Oh,
No, it is mine. I was under strict orders to let no one else even so much as breathe on it.
oh.
So if
I know you
get
had
your
shown it to
bag,
me.
that's one thing.
No.
Give it to you. Okay, so this thing obviously responds to pressure. We've got
to give you a further hint. If you pull out the primer, the letter you stepped on was P.
Okay.
So clearly it isn't Pelor.
Right. But okay.
So what are we looking at? I mean,
These
Is
are
anyone going to do anything about the fact that that Nora's foot is bleeding and she's limping?
Yeah, I'm pulling out the staff of healing.
He's forgotten about that for a very long time.
Yeah.
I reminded him of it a few days ago.
I'm going to just go over to Nora and burn a charge on a level 1 cure wounds.
And what does it do? Does it put me back
It's
up
a
to
cure wound spell, basically.
Yeah,
Okay,
so he just rolls the 1d8 and adds.
1d8 plus my life domain stuff.
6.
Yep.
Cool.
9.
You're back
Cool.
up. Your foot heals up, and you can feel the bones that were kind of displaced in the whole phalanges kind of area knitting
And
back
I
up.
am beyond topped up too at this point, so yay. Okay, what we're looking at, it's obviously pressure sensitive. These are letters around the floor, and since that's a creation myth on the wall, and there was talk of needing to speak in the tongues of angels, I'm thinking that we gotta spell out something, probably a god's name. What I just stepped on was a letter P, so it's not gonna be Pelor.
Okay.
Missing god, maybe?
So it's
That's
probably
not
not
god's
one.
name.
So that's probably not one that we know.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. We're looking for a missing god's name.
Well,
What
What
are the
god are
words
we
around-
missing?
What are the words around the missing part?
yeah, what
say?
are the words around that say or in the actual what you got written down for the text on the walls?
Well, I do have a post about that, but which if I link you to might be a minor bit difficult for Ethan, but in any case, it never mentioned anything about the one that you can barely read. It's possible that there might be a way to make that legible.
Do we have a way? Okay, so this isn't totally obliterated on the wall. Does somebody know of a way to make it more legible? Because I don't, but there's got to be something. Can I try? Okay, no, I don't have loose paper, do I? Shoot.
I have paper.
I was like, could we try a wall rubbing? Is it possible? Do we have the stuff we would need for that?
Does anyone have any charcoal?
I would have charcoal, wouldn't I? Because it's not like
You would probably do various rubbings of various old bits and bits of stonework, etc. You've probably never actually done it, but you've probably been carrying around this bit of charcoal in the hopes that one day.
One day it will be your time to shine. Or rub.
I've had something for this for a long time. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, she actually comes out with a proper kit for grave rubbings and the rest of it.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to walk over and just plant a kiss on Clarity's cheek as thank you.
So I'm gonna try to do a wall rubbing and see if that helps.
I don't know what a role would be for that. I'm going to ask for straight dex.
Clarity, do you want to do this instead since you've been waiting your whole life for this?
Oh, can I? Okay, hold on a second.
I have no words for this silliness, and I'm usually the silly one.
She got an 11.
You're gonna have to try it again probably, because you can see where you probably could if you put pressure in the right places. But now all you've got at the moment is, you remember back when you were having your freak out about gods being remotely interested in you, and you had that thought about there is no God of knowledge. What happened to the God of knowledge? There must be one. You've got to kind of wonder. Nora actually does see the word knowledge turn up in there. There's not the name of the god, but
So does she have the equipment to try again then? I mean, does she got
she's gonna need to take a minute and examine the bit of paper, so you might actually
I'm kind of over her shoulder and I'm looking too, and then
so what am I doing now?
You guys, you're taking a breather. You're having actually give me an investigation check to see whether I can justify giving you advantage on your next check.
She got a 23.
Yeah, if you take a minute and and discuss what you've found thus far, you can try again in a minute.
That's okay. I can see the word knowledge there. A god of knowledge?
I've never heard of a god of knowledge.
I haven't either.
Well, I mean, there's
And
gods
I've
everything
heard of a
else.
lot
I
Why
can't
not?
remember anything about anything like that.
But no, but that's exactly the thing, Darvin. Why haven't we heard of a god of not? Why is that god missing?
Why do we have no knowledge of a god of knowledge?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Sorry, the irony.
Okay, Darvin gets a finger in his ear for that one.
Ah,
Can we not? In this place, can we not?
Yeah, this is the point at which you remember how sacred this place is to these two. And Hazel actually feels that being watched and disapproved of by actual deity.
and there he is now.
Oh, got the timing.
Good timing.
Backs away from Darvin.
Persists. The feeling is there's a word you should be saying right now.
Sorry.
The look passes. Okay, Clarity can probably try this again with advantage.
19.
Woo.
You don't get all of it, but you get a name.
Okay.
Zivil-
Can you spell it?
Zivillyn.
Tivilyn. Okay, I have never even heard of this before.
Goddess of knowledge.
Okay.
Civi what?
Lyn.
Lyn. Sibyllin?
Is that the whole thing, or what?
Yep.
That's the whole thing? All right.
That's so.
Okay, and some of the okay, so
So
I'm
it's-
gonna pull out. Let's see. I'm gonna take my quarterstaff out of my bag of holding because I have one. I'm gonna use that to poke at the Z plate instead of my foot.
Your quarterstaff breaks,
Okay. All right.
and there
Wrong
is a feel of absolute disapproval.
Okay. Not the right way to go either. Okay.
I'm gonna.
This is very clearly something you have to do, that you have to risk.
Okay. So then.
And you are now getting the really from your god.
I'm gonna take a stab in
sorry.
the dark here and say that this is gonna require a step of faith.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. So I'm actually gonna take the bag of holding off. And I'm gonna step on the Z plate.
Okay, give me a dex check.
Just straight check. 12.
You get onto the Z plate, and yes, you're going to have to keep doing this for the rest of the letters.
Okay. Does it light up? Does it?
Yes, there's a very faint gold glow, and you, more to the point, you did not get stabbed in the foot.
Yay! Okay, so
They're
I'm gonna
just about big enough to stand on with both feet if you keep them really close together.
Okay. So I do that, and then I'm gonna step back.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
you're gonna
No.
step off?
No, okay, well then I won't. You were still talking. I realized you were still talking.
No. I was making assumptions I shouldn't have. Are you stepping off?
I was going to, so I could go to the next letter. Because there are more letters than there are us, so I figure
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna have
but
to go down.
as you step off, it continues glowing for a minute and then fades.
Okay.
You've got to. It appears that you've got to just kind of hopscotch past them. You can't.
Okay. I can't just walk around. Okay.
If you look, you'll see that there's the same number of rows as there are letters. Some you'll find easy because the next letter in the row that you need, looking through your primer, are close. Some aren't so close.
Okay,
Okay, so obviously I can see, Nora, you gotta get these letters. Can you tell if there's like more than one path? I mean, do you need to plot out where you're going first? I mean,
probably a good plan, to be honest. So let me do that. Let me take a second and figure out and map out which ones I need to go to in what order. So I'd like to take a second to do that and maybe borrow some of Clarity's stuff and scribble a little.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Put my thing back up.
Oh boy.
I'm a sucker for puzzles.
20.
Personally,
Not a nat 20, but a 20.
So I'm trying not to meditate too
You
much.
can see that there is only one instance of the letter that you need on each row. So there's an equivalent, there's a celestial equivalent Z in the first row. 2 letters down, there's an I. Way across is the L. Right next to it, further up, is the next I, etc. So you can see the path you'd need to take.
Okay.
But there is only one path because of how the letters are laid out. There's no easy shortcut.
Okay.
Well, Nora, do you have to be the one to do this part? I mean, if
I
this
don't
is going to
know.
require jumping around and I mean, it might be.
I don't know. The only way to figure it out is for someone else to step on the Z and see what happens. I don't know. They said that you all could help, but wait, stop. I need to think back. Hold on.
Good thing you said that. I was about to step on it.
Stop. Wait.
All right.
Okay, what was said to me? Tread soft, look sharp, think hard. Respect Nasor in all things, for he is wise and guards what you seek.
But it did say for you to.
Yeah, it says I think I have to be the one to do it. So
Okay.
Say a prayer and hope that Pelor's with me.
Well.
Okay, back on the Zed. Sorry, another dex check. You're the one who got off it in the first place.
All right. Deck. That's the saving throw. Where'd it go? There it is. 7.
You get 1 foot on the Zed. You've come very, very close to stepping on the P you stepped on the first time. You manage just to dodge.
Yay!
It's
okay.
Gonna be a little bit harder. Your TN is gonna be a little bit higher for the eye.
Okay, so just straight. So I'm gonna go for it. Straight dex again.
Yep.
5.
1 foot lands on the eye. The other one lands on a letter you didn't quite get a look at.
Doing this on the fly is not fun.
Thankfully, you knew what you were in for, and you managed to pull away, and you only got a 1 HP graze on the bottom of your foot. Good, solid boots, really. But
okay. Am I still good as far as things being lit up?
They're
okay.
They're lit and they're staying lit.
Okay, so then I got to do the next one. And I think I misheard you. Is it an L or a V next?
It's an L.
L. Okay, I got it backwards.
No, actually, I did.
Okay, so it is a V next?
It's the villain.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to go for the V.
That
one's a little ways away.
So
wait, Nora, hold up 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Not moving.
Given the nature of this celestial dance, I'm going to try to give you a better chance. And I want to use one of my inspiration dice.
Are you sure you want to use it on this one?
Well, no, I'm giving it to. I'm not saying to use it.
He's just now given me one.
Yeah.
I'm not using it. He's just handed it to me.
Basically.
So I'm ready to go for the V. Are you ready for me to roll?
I am ready for you to roll. I am paying attention. I can
another
do
5.
several things at once.
You're making that noise. Don't like that noise. I'm gonna go ahead and use his dice.
Well,
it was a 4, right?
No, it's
6.
6.
1d6.
Yeah, why not? So I got a 7. Total 7.
No, your 1 foot only grazes that the other one lands on what you notice is an F as you're shouting "fuck" as right through your foot. That's 6 points of damage.
All right.
You can shuffle onto it, and it does light up but
okay.
That hurt.
That did hurt. Okay. Hang on. Let me see what I can do for myself real quick. Spells. What do I got? I'm gonna go ahead and use Lay on Hands to cure a couple of points because I don't have to use all of them at once. Okay. So I'm gonna use one of my expenditures to top up a little bit and see if I can't heal that a little bit. I'm gonna heal for 3. That'll put me at 22 hit points.
Okay.
All right. So then I'm gonna do on to the next.
Next one looks a little easier. It's only a couple in.
Dex 15.
That one you do fairly easily, although you are dripping blood across. So you've done Z, I, V, I.
Yeah, and then I've got 3 more to go.
Yeah, the L looks a little daunting, not too bad.
Okay. 4.
You manage just about to put weight on it before you end up. Yeah, that one went through the other foot.
Have I ever told you jumping puzzles are not my forte in any game whatsoever? I'm not even kidding. I make John do all of my jumping puzzles. I hate them.
Oh boy, this one in cost magic.
Okay, so how much damage do I take?
That was another 6.
Okay. So you know what? I burned 3. I'm gonna. No, I'm not. I don't want to put.
Still got me.
Hey Hazel, before I take the next jump, can I get a little help? This really hurts. It's really messing up my ability to jump.
Can I go over there and use another charge cure wounds?
You want to step on it?
Don't
No,
step
can I
on.
reach to her from outside the ring?
No.
Okay. All right.
And I will wait. No, I've still got healing word. That's a ranged spell.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just pull out the card. And
Okay.
yeah, I'm just going to cast a baseline healing word there. So that's 1d4 plus 6.
Okay, so up for 7. Cool.
Got you!
Wait. There's an
The spell, you can just about feel it travel to the edge of the platform. And it's like it hits a glass wall and just dissipates.
Okay. Well, then I am gonna.
Do that afterwards, but not now.
Okay. Well, then I am gonna go ahead and touch myself again and make this work. How much do I do this time? I did 3 a minute ago. I'm gonna do 8 this time to put me at 24 out of 26. So that's 11 total so far.
Right.
I've got a total of 15 available to me, so there's 4 more. So, all right.
The next one isn't too bad, but you can see that it'll be relatively easy to the Y, and then the N is going to be a nightmare. It's pretty much direct all the way across the
Why do you do this to me? Okay, all right. So
I never said this was going to be easy.
you also do nat 20 on that one. On the
On the
easy one.
one. Yeah, it's just sort of poink. Oh, shit.
We know what happens now, don't we? We all know what happens now. Don't worry, I think I got a backup character rolled. I think we're good. All right.
Your life ward hasn't gone off yet.
Okay.
You still have one of those in you.
14. You're making faces, and that's never a good sign. I'm just gonna.
Oi!
That was the worst. My I-E-I-L-Y.
You
Come on, mate.
basically first make me a Constitution saving throw.
L-Y. Okay, I'm gonna put nothing back open. Constitution save. 17.
Whatever was in what you stepped on, it doesn't scratch you very hard, but it burns.
Okay.
Whatever else it would have done, you can feel it practically wanting to set your veins on fire. But this passes and just leaves hot, and it's like somebody very briefly put the sun in your veins.
Okay.
But you're standing on the end, and then you're more or less kneeling on the floor because that hurt. That was incidentally 8 hit points down, but
Okay.
you hear from those doors up there, clunk, clunk, and they open.
Okay. So, I'm assuming that since it clunked, I'm good to get off.
Well, you technically you are already off.
Okay, then I'm good. Okay. That was miserable. Let's never do that again.
Now I'm going to do proper cure wounds, another charge from the staff, so that's 2 charges
Hold on,
now.
didn't you say I got that? I get the hit points back after I get off the thing because of the barrier? The 7 that she cast earlier?
No.
Isn't that what I heard? Okay, alright.
No, the spell dissipates. What I meant was she can cast again after.
Oh, got it.
But she has just burned a spell.
Got it.
We have got to work on your footwork.
That's
we can
9.
talk about it later.
But well done. Well done. Bravo.
Thank you.
I'm sorry we couldn't handle that part.
No,
Can't be easy to move an armor.
No,
it's not.
No.
If I'd been thinking, I might have taken it off, but I think sometimes the only thing that saved my foot.
Hey, Gallic.
Yeah.
You got 9 back.
Yeah, I got him back. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. I'm at 25 out of 26 now. Okay, so
through the door that has opened, you see sort of a faint bluish glow, but mostly it's darkness.
does Broseph still have the torch?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. So I actually have that. I don't want to send you guys in first if that would. You guys are supposed to help, but I'm supposed to be the one doing it, so I don't want to risk anything.
That's fair.
Come on.
And gonna take the torch and step in.
As you wind up progressing essentially through corridors lit by kind of pretty blue crystals. Not entirely sure what they are, but just gonna reset the fog because it's basically the same thing. And then you end up you hear in the distance is sort of a creak as you get to the end of your corridor, and door opens on what looks like a room of some description. There's a sort of a reddish orange fire glow from inside somewhere, so there's actually light.
Okay. On our screen, we've only got a little sliver. Is that what you were meaning to show us?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, can we step a little farther in the room, get a little more light going on, so we can see what's?
You can indeed. As you get in, just let me, because like I say, this was a
yay! There we go.
pretty big map. So no, that's the actual edge of it. And
Cool.
here is where I start breaking out the. Of course, if it would help if I actually went onto the objects and tokens thing. Okay, where are you guys now? There we go. You'll have to let me know where you're going to want to be.
Well, since I led the way in the room, I probably should be in front. And
Okay.
yeah, that's about where I was going to be anyway.
As you all enter the room, the door swings shut behind you.
Oh, that's not ominous.
It's a test, Darvin. It's meant to be contained.
I'm just looking at him like, really?
There is a sound
Okay.
as you stand there. You can't see anything yet, but mostly what you hear is it's this kind of insane sob screaming kind of noise.
Will I be familiar with what is making that noise?
All of you roll me an Arcana check.
Do not
Because
like.
out of character, I'm going Banshee.
Do not like. Do not like.
7.
25.
Yeah, sorry. Gonna turn that off.
6.
Do you need me to roll?
Ethan crit failed.
I'm just freaking. I'm just like, I don't know.
You want me to roll properly?
Always roll properly if you can. Okay.
Clarity out of 25.
Clarity and funnily enough, Hazel. Find the bloody things.
I'm just sitting there like, do not want, 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 do not want.
Because yes, Banshee.
I didn't know banshees were actually a thing in D&D.
They are, and they did
Oh, yeah.
say something about facing the remnants, the unworthy.
Yep. You know, I will put it out there. When I was a kid, one of the most terrifying movies I ever watched was Darby O'Gill and the Little People. That banshee petrified the shit out of me.
Oh dear.
I think I was 6.
Mm-hmm.
When
I was a
saw
little
it.
younger. My grandmother had it on VHS, and so it's got the VHS tracking with that terrifying banshee. Oh my god!
Okay, the screaming and the sobbing resolves in the middle of the room. They appear to be might be half elvish, actually. This woman.
Okay.
She's apparently very lovely once. She's glaring at you all with the utmost loathing. What are you doing here?
Oh, I gotta figure out the right answer. Hang on.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. Can I get a wisdom save from
All of us.
Yes.
Yay.
20.
Nat 20.
14.
I get a nat 20 on there. Here we go.
21.
Nice.
Darvin, roll. 19 from Darvin.
You all managed to save against the horrifying visage. You are not frightened with a capital F.
Yay!
And you're
Boy.
immune for the next 24 hours.
Yay!
But she
Hooray!
has still asked you a question, funnily enough, in common.
Oh, okay, because I was still wearing the helm, so I didn't know if that was tied into. Okay. What are we doing here? We've come for the beacon to see if we're worthy of Pelor's grace.
Comes it's fairly unpleasant attempt at a laugh. Drifts a little closer. Make me okay, so that's Darvin, Nora, Froseth, and Hazel Make me a Constitution saving throw as the Banshee opens her mouth and lets out this.
8.
5.
11.
19.
Yeah, Darwin got a 19.
This is bad.
This is very bad.
Darwin's fine. This is gonna suck.
You're hitting me with sound.
Actually, wait a minute. Thank God I can discount Hazel's. She's just out of range. Just out of range because Nora, Froseth, Darwin all drop to 0 hit points.
What? Holy
That
shit!
Banshee's wail once per day, you lucky things. And you all just feel the life literally ripped out of you, and thud, you are prone. And in that moment, there is, for each of you, a particular message. For Nora, it's you knew this was coming. Now up you get. And
They
Darwin
didn't fail their saving throws yet.
Yeah, we didn't
they?
have any saving throws.
No, those Constitution saves, DC 13.
But
I'm rolled a
Darwin had
19.
a 19.
Oh,
Yeah, Darwin
sorry,
rolled a 19
Darwin,
and-
sorry. In which case, Nora and
And-
Froseth.
we still didn't fail death saving throws. We're knocked out. We're
No,
prone.
you don't.
We're not...
You don't need. Oh, no, you okay? Well, all it says is that you're at 0 hit points. So okay, fine.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
you're
unconscious.
unconscious. In which case, all you see are these two drop. I was actually trying to be kind of nice, but never mind. Okay, so you've got, those two just sort of drop at your feet. And
So
now I would like you all to roll initiative.
Even the unconscious people.
I'm hoping you guys are gonna need it at some stage.
Well, I don't know if we were
Jeez.
supposed to roll when we come back up.
It's probably
19,
easier if you
fine.
roll now.
7.
I mean, you're obviously gonna be. Nah, actually, it's good that you do because death saving throws.
Right.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah, no, Frozen and I are angry. Okay, we are
I-
angry.
Well, no, you're
I don't wanna
unconscious.
be-
You're
Fine.
angry unconscious.
Now I'm gonna have to make a death saving throw before anyone gets to go.
Yeah, actually,
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
will. Roseth, make me a death saving throw. As I recall it, yes.
Yeah, isn't it anything
One
over 10?
success.
Anything, yeah.
What is the DC on
At
that?
the first one, at least.
Yeah, for the first one, it's anything over 10, and it goes up from there.
Okay, so he
Nora?
rolled 12. All right, 19.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Okay, that. Okay, wait, hang on. Where was Clarity's initiative? Oh, incredibly low.
So,
Darwin!
I've just seen the two of them drop, and this is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna charge and stab it.
Okay, go ahead and
It's-
roll your attack.
I always get nervous whenever anybody says this is probably a bad idea, but
I'm just thinking in terms of character, that's probably accurate.
no, that's very in character. So
Crit fail.
oh no.
oh,
I told you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice. He basically winds up because he'd have to charge 1, 2, 3, 4 there. He goes to lunge. He trips over the fireplace and comes within an ace of falling into the coals. Thankfully, he does not, but it does put him squarely
Yep.
off his footwork.
Speaking of working on footwork.
I can't say unconscious.
clarity.
Okay. I want to go to Nora, and can I feed her a healing potion?
You can, yes.
Okay. Is that an action?
Yes, that
Okay.
is very much an action.
Okay, so I am feeding her a healing potion.
And I roll for that, right?
Either or, really.
You have better luck with dice, my dear.
Okay. What is it? 2d4 plus 2? 4?
For
Sure.
which?
Normal healing potion.
I do not know. I know not.
Hold on. I'll have it in a second.
Let me move my camera a little bit here. There we go.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, Antheus, at some point, will you be able to show Ethan how to add the radiant damage to his rapier?
Okay,
You
sorry.
were saying something about somebody having all the dice luck.
Yeah.
Hey, normally she does, in my defense. But
Well,
it's because it's
5
because
is better than 0, so.
5 is better than 0.
Yes, 5 is much better than 0.
Okay, Darvin is now directly in melee with this banshee.
See, as a player, I knew that was a bad idea, but it made more sense from
It's
a
a
character.
Darwin thing.
It really was, yeah.
What's your AC?
Let me scroll up. 13.
Ah. Oh, God.
I'm dead. I'm doomed.
You feel this chill sink over you as she just reaches out and touches you, and that's 9 points of necrotic damage.
What necrotic damage? What?
I took 9
Darvin
points.
has been he's actually his face has actually started to go sort of a pale as this thing just touches him, and that's 9 points of necrotic damage.
Yep, I'm down to I'm a third of the way down already from one attack.
Hazel. First,
So
just down. Hazel, Nora's getting up, sort of.
Fuck it. Burning 5 charges in the staff. Mass cure wounds.
Okay.
You burned 1 already.
I have 10 charges total.
Okay.
I burned 2 charges so far, going 5 deep to 3d8 plus my spellcasting modifier to up to 6 creatures.
Okay, well...
So that's the 3 that have gotten smacked. And that also gets a bonus from my... I'm just trying to... I'm trying to math it.
Okay.
Because the spell is 5th level. So that's 5 and 2 more. So that's 3 d8.
Yeah, but wouldn't all the rest of that be on your current stats?
In theory, but I don't have any 5th level slots.
Well, yeah, but no, what I mean is for your life domain benefits. Just use what you would normally do for your own spells.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, good.
I have to count. It's spell level plus the amount for the domain.
Use it for your personal highest spell level.
So okay, 2, so that's just 4 additional.
Yeah.
All right, 4 additional, 3 d8.
That's what I meant by what you would normally use.
So total plus 7 because of my spellcasting modifier. 19 all around.
So yeah, Nora is sort
Not
of
quite back up to top, but I'm close.
yeah, and Froseth is up. Basically, he heard the start of the wail. He was on the floor, and now he is. I don't know how many hit points he has normally, but he's probably pretty close to topped up himself. If that's the.
I'm 5 short of being topped up.
Yeah, I'm too short, so
So
good.
it's
Forget this.
I feel a bit bruised, and you're both prone,
Yeah.
but you're
Okay.
and this thing now looks pissed. More so than it already was. Top of the round, Nora.
All right,
Froseth,
do I have-
actually, wasn't it?
Oh, Froseth.
Froseth.
Yeah.
Froseth.
I'm first.
Of course, half
Yeah.
your movement is going to have to be expended getting up off the floor.
Yeah.
I just enraged Banshee.
Okay, so half of my 40-foot movement to get up, and how far away is the Banshee? Can I get up to her?
Yeah, just about.
And I can attack from there?
Back from there.
Okay.
Oh, hi there. Fancy meeting you here.
Let's try hitting her with the fire comma.
Don't let her touch you. It hurts.
No kidding! He started going white.
17?
Roll damage. It doesn't seem to hurt as much as it should. There's a little bit of resistance as it goes through, and she clearly feels it a bit, but not as much as she should.
Okay. In that case, I am going to use a key point to do my flurry of blows to get 2 unarmed attacks as well.
Okay.
Do
Ooh. Oh.
Nice.
20, but not a natural 20.
Damage?
6. And the last attack, 15.
Roll.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
7.
It still doesn't seem to be hurting as much as it should be hurting.
Okay.
Well done.
Does Clarity... Oh, Clarity's Arcana check. I will trust the rest of you not to act on this unless you hear her say it somehow, icily. Banshees are effectively... they're immune to necrotic, cold, and poison. They're resistant to almost everything else, including bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
Okay, immune to necrotic,
Cold and poison. So basically, you can tell Froseth to put the ice comma away.
Okay.
But it's not weak to radiant damage, but that's one of the few things it's not resistant to.
That's what I was gonna try, was making sure I was good to go as far as radiant damage.
Yeah, but you don't know this. She's the one who
No, but I was gonna do that anyway. Before you even said anything. When
Yeah,
I noticed that it's not hurting, my first thought was, okay, how much radiant damage can I pump out on this sucker? Let's try that. Okay, so is it my turn?
It is now your turn, yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do some fun stuff then. Can I get over to it? Do I have enough movement?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit tricky. You're probably going to have to shoulder Darwin aside a little there.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm still prone myself, so.
So I don't shove me.
Oh no, you weren't knocked prone. She just touched you.
Oh no, I thought I was already prone from when I fell from the crit fail.
No, you didn't. You didn't. No, you didn't. I said you almost lost your balance.
Oh, my bad.
You staggered. You know that you're staggered a little, and you find your feet. But that's why you missed. You were too busy trying to keep yourself out of the fire.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I slightly misunderstood. Gotcha.
All right. So I'm going to use one of my spell slots to use a Divine Favor, which does that. It's essentially like an extra smite, and I'm going to try to make sure I can smite her. Which, there's the card for smite. So, and I'll burn a spell slot to do that.
Roll damage.
Let's see if we can't hit her.
Roll to attack.
Yeah, roll to attack. But let's see if we can't hit her first. I'm going in for this. 17.
Roll damage.
Okay, so here's my damage. Base damage is 4, but I've got, let's see, 1d4 radiant plus... So I've got 1d4 and 2d8 radiant coming.
Okay.
So 1d4 and where's my 2d8? And 2d8. So a total of 15, 11 of it radiant.
Process's attacks just went through this thing like nothing. Hers really looked like they packed an impact. Theirs, it's not the same wail, obviously. That's pain.
I think, is it mine, I think?
Yeah, it's Darvin, then Clarity, then the Banshee, then Hazel.
Okay. At this point, I will cast...
Well, you saw a lot of terrible glowiness come out of her and actually hurt it where nothing first did a lot of damage.
Your rapier, Darvin, I think what I did actually I think it hurt.
Right. And, okay, well, I was going to make it easier to hit, but okay. I'll just hit
That
it.
doesn't matter if you can't do damage, though.
Yeah.
Point.
I need to go shut the doors.
What? Okay, well, I'll go for an attack.
No, she needs to go. She's doing a thing.
Oh, okay. I'll go in the meantime.
Yep.
So I'll just take a swing. 12.
Just hits roll damage.
Ooh, okay. This is going to be without radiant because I don't know how to do that. 10.
Yeah, like I say, can as I know you did it with your comma, Antheus, if you can.
What is it? 1d4.
Roll 1d6 radiant.
1d6?
Yours.
Oh, okay.
It's Hazel's. It's 1d4 thunder damage.
Oh, that's why. I knew there was a reason I was thinking 1d4. Just the one.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
I was going into the settings to
It didn't
look
hurt
where you do
quite.
that.
It didn't hurt them quite as much, but you do manage to score a slash. This is clearly what's doing the job. Clarity.
It's immune to necrotic, cold, and poison. Don't hit it with those. And then I'm going to throw ash at it. Ugh. 8.
It basically goes through without doing apparently any damage at all. Hits a far wall and winds up back in your hand again.
I don't want to get too close. I think I'm just gonna end my turn there because I don't want to get too close for an offhand attack.
It is now. No, it still wants Darvin. Darvin's the most recent one who attacked her. Thankfully, with Nora in the way, she
gets a disadvantage. Well, she gets a disadvantage because I'm there.
Believe me, she rolled a 2. It doesn't.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, no, she flails for Darvin and misses because Nora's just right there with her shield, like Hazel.
Oh, I think I see how to add it.
Right. So I've seen all the glowy
stuff actually hurt.
Pelor's will be smacking this thing.
Yes.
I'm going to guiding bolt her right in the face.
Better than up the butt.
Yes, I can't actually reach that right now. So
You can't reach around? What?
Boy!
Guys, we are not Vox Machina, okay?
Yeah, we are
The
not.
innuendo, not necessarily.
I'm going to aim for the face. I don't aim for the ass.
We already had the conversation about the thing that turned out to have 2 eyes.
Not
Wow.
decided to search.
Also, I'm firing this at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that's going to be
Ranged spell attack, please.
it's a D20 plus my was it the modifier or my spell attack bonus? Spell attack bonus, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
Then
Shoots past, bounces off a wall.
damn it!
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Nah, I'm gonna stop there.
Okay, top of the round for Seth.
Well, I guess I will keep trying to hit it, even if I don't quite hit as hard. It's better than nothing.
Damn.
Roll damage.
Not bad. And bonus action, I'll just do my normal unarmed attack instead of using the key point for flurry.
Okay.
Nope, that's a miss.
You go to swing with a fist, but it sort of pulled. The banshee sort of pulled back, and you managed to swipe through with claws, kind of miss. Nora.
Okay, I'm just gonna take another swing. My divine, whatever it is, the divine favor is still active. It's concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
So let's see what I can do. Let's see if there's anything I can do. Core 20.
Roll damage.
So base is 7, and then I can do 1d4 of radiant, 4 radiant.
It's starting to look a little bit frayed around the edges, but still apparently needs some beating. Darvin.
Take another swing at the rapier, and this time, if I actually do hit it, I think I've got it squared away with the damage. So we'll see how that works. 13.
Roll damage.
Yep, it worked. 9 and 1, 9 regular, 1 radiant.
Okay, it's hanging on by a thread, but it's still
hanging on.
Still hanging on. Clarity.
Alrighty, let's see if I can hit this thing again.
Hit this thing the first time. You haven't hit it yet.
Well, try again to hit it.
To hit the thing.
Yeah.
To hit the thing.
Grammar is important.
Yes.
34.
Roll damage.
5.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt it much, but hurts it enough.
As a bonus action, I would like to throw out another furry thing.
Okay.
Do I roll the d8?
No, I roll the d8.
But you give us the name.
You get Norman back again.
Oh, I get the badger.
You get the badger. You get 3.
Okay.
I actually know what that number is now. This is the 3rd time you've got the badger.
Oh, hello, Norman. Go do your thing and attack it, I guess.
Mole.
Okay, Hazel.
Badger.
Oh no, sorry, it's the banshee's turn.
Yep.
Reaches for Nora. Just puts a hand on her face and hisses, "If I wasn't worthy, neither are you."
Oh, damn.
Ow. 14 necrotic damage.
Didn't I have a resistance to necrotic with the armor, or was there something else?
You had lightning and bludgeoning. Froseth had.
Oh wait, no. Froseth had it because there was the frost cloak too. That was the weird that had.
But that's cold.
Well, I didn't know if it had other stuff on it.
Nope.
So 14. All right. Is there anything special with necrotic as far as?
All it is her hand is on your face and you just feel the life leeching at you again.
Is that a disease or is it a spell?
No, it's just a spell.
Okay. Well, no, because I'm immune to disease.
Well, no, it's a type of damage.
I know, but I didn't know if what she was.
No, it's a damage aspect. If you were diseased, I would tell you. Hazel,
all right.
You've just seen Nora go white.
Well, can I get to Nora?
What's your movement speed?
Movement is 30, I believe.
Just about, yeah.
Well, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 5. Oh no, 1, 2, then 5, so that's 7 charges used. I'm going to burn another charge, Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So that's 1, 8, plus 6.
Cool.
Get most of it back.
Down and up and down and up and down.
It's been a roller coaster kind of day.
So while Banshee hand on your face, you basically just get a hand slams into your back. Live!
Thanks.
I think she planned on it.
I'd like to.
Top of the round. Actually, no. Sorry, you have a badger.
Yep. We have a badger.
You have a badger who can't actually reach where this thing is hovering, so he's just sort of flail.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Do your best, Norman.
Do your best.
Good job.
Oh my god.
Top of the
Go,
round.
Norman.
Okay. Well, just try that again.
You broke up a
Yeah,
bit
you're
there.
going a little
I didn't
robot.
hear that.
And he's frozen. He's broke up and he's frozen.
Your internet's gone again.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
Oh dear.
Do we want to wait for him or? Oh, I hear typing. I hear the typing. Okay,
I
so
don't have-
unfortunately
I lost
can-
completely.
We can just about hear you.
Oh, it changed.
You're
It's
starting
still
to come
stuck.
back a little bit.
It moved, but the frame changed, but it's still a stuck frame. Can you use roll 20?
Oh, there you go.
Kind of, sort of coming back. There we go. Mostly. Good enough.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I
Yes.
can hear
Yar.
you. You're frozen, but we can
Okay.
hear you.
Roll 20 was saying it couldn't see. Did it at least get my roll in there? The 22?
No.
No, it did
No.
not. Unfortunately,
Well,
we're going to have to ask
roll
you to
again
do that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It thinks you were gone.
Yeah, it thinks you're
Oh,
not.
so I'm gonna have to be into there.
The hazards of playing online. It's happened to me.
Yeah.
Yes, we remember.
Trust me, I do too. It was one of the most frustrating gaming experiences.
I can imagine.
Hmm.
You're back in.
Yeah, the map's not loading. Oh, there we go. My connection must just be like super slow.
Yeah, you're having
Bless
some
you.
lag issues there.
There we go.
Okay. Roll go through that.
It
Yeah.
went through.
It went through. It missed.
Yes. At least it went through though.
True enough. He swings with the fire comma, but mostly he just gets the edge of what might have been a dress once when she was alive or something. But it's hard to tell because she is starting to wisp out. Nora.
I got.
Oh, he's got a bonus.
Oh, sorry, bonus action. Yes.
13, 19.
What? I did not mean to do that twice.
Both those hit, so roll damage.
I'll just
Yes,
roll
we are,
on
we are,
the
we are.
legs. The leg is doing weird things with my.
Yeah. Okay, the damage isn't coming through.
It's not even rolling on mine for whatever reason. So I'm going to.
So yeah, can one of us like hit his
Nope.
the?
Yeah, now you
Just
do
try
say
it.
two attack. Those are attack rolls.
Yeah, because I clicked a bunch. Some went through, others didn't, and
I'll go
yeah,
for the
I
first,
would
I'll
lag
use the
things.
first two.
Yeah,
And there it is again.
I haven't clicked on that attack roll in a
Spat out
while.
something on me.
Stupid.
Do you want me to roll the damage? Or
There it is.
There we go.
7. A whole lot of 7.
A zillion times.
Ah, what's going on?
A whole lot. Whoa, it's still going.
It's been doing it for a while.
It's just numbers, numbers,
Well, there's a
number.
string of sevens, and then it was a string of sixes, and it's like
7 was the first one, technically.
yeah, 7 was the first one.
It was 2, so it was 2 sevens. So it seriously is looking in some very significant difficulty, Nora, over you.
All right, so we're just gonna stick with what I've been doing. My divine favor's still active because it's up to 1 minute, and you said that was like what, 6 rounds? Okay,
It should-
so let's see if I can hit it again. 10.
You apparently cannot hit it again.
I was trying.
Bonus action of any kind?
I don't have anything to do any good.
Darvin. Roll damage.
17. Woohoo!
How do you want to do this?
Right through the eye. Just actually, either that or right through the mouth as it's trying to yell at me.
I know.
To be fair, it's not trying to yell at you, and the eye is easier. Nora swings and misses, and she feels it's like a spear made of Pelor's light shoots just over her head and shunk right through the eye. There's not even any fanfare. It's just this. It's like when you get the sun behind mist just as it burns away.
Ooh.
That's what it looks like when she when she looks up at it.
Scratch one banshee.
There is a sound from further up the room, that same chunk chunk as you heard in the other room. The doors creak open, and this voice that must have been what they had in mind when they came up with the word sonorous say, "Come then. Come and meet Nasor." And that's where we'll leave it